For our next example, we're going to start looking at how, rather than responding to some specific data that we're reading from a file, we're going to think about how we can start responding to the orientation of our different elements, thinking about, how we can use, different vectors to things like the sun or some specific site we might be interested in, and have the values that we apply to our adaptive panels respond to that. Okay, so we're going to start by just looking at just vector dot products and really explore a little bit about how they work. Okay, so in this example, we're going to define some vectors that we're going to test. Then we're going to just display those as lines in Dynamo, and then we're going to compute some dot products between the vectors so we can just understand a little about those dot product values. And here's what we're basically going to go through and construct. You can see over here I have a couple different vectors that we've just placed on a field here. We have a vector pointing straight up on the z-axis. We have another vector just to some point that we're going to move around a little bit. And then this vector over here points to the sun's location. And that vector will change around a little bit depending upon where the sun's location is in the sky. For example, let me go ahead and set that to, what is it? Let's try more like 3 in the afternoon. As opposed to noon there, move the sun. Let me rerun the script. You'll see that kind of vector moves on over to point to it. Okay, but let's go ahead and put that back to noon. Again, that'll depend on just all sorts of things like the location on Earth and what time of year it is, but we'll go through and think about how these vectors line up with the sun and really with the dot products tell us about how directly things are oriented to the sun. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started.